Have you ever struggled to keep up with posting content daily, even with a full month planned out? Now, you can create content ready to post for the next 30 days in advance in just one working session by using AI inside one platform. This video walks you through the entire process, from creating your own AI influencer to generating realistic videos that are ready to upload. Everything in this video happens inside Higgsfield, specifically the part called Canvas. Canvas is a workflow builder, so instead of making one image or one video at a time, you wire up a chain of nodes once, a prompt feeding an AI, feeding an image or a video, and then you run that same chain over and over. That's the whole reason we use it, because you set the pipeline up one time, and copying it to make 30 videos later takes a single click. If you want to follow along, the link to Higgsfield is in the description. So here's how you get in. Up in the top bar, you hover over image, and Canvas is right there in that menu, so click it. That takes you to a page with a Create Canvas button, and once you hit it, you land on a blank board with a small toolbar at the bottom. To add anything, you click the plus on that toolbar, and it opens a list of nodes: prompt, image generator, video generator, voice generator, LLM assistant. For this first step, we only need 3 of them: a prompt node, an LLM assistant, and an image generator. Drop those in and connect them left to right, the prompt into the LLM assistant into the image generator. The LLM assistant has a model on it, and make sure at the right of the sidebar, you set it to Claude Sonnet 4.6. Now here's the actual move. You don't write the full detailed character prompt yourself. You type a short rough description into the prompt node and let the LLM expand it into a proper character sheet prompt for you. So into the prompt node, I'll just put this. The LLM takes that one line and writes it out into a full prompt, and it feeds straight into the image generator, and I genuinely like how real this one came out. The reason we ask for a character sheet instead of just a headshot is that you get the same person in 2 panels, the full body and a clean close-up of the face on a plain gray background. That one image is the single reference every other video uses, and that's what keeps the same face across all the next images. It's only a placeholder look too, so you can swap that prompt for any face you want, but whatever you land on, lock it in before you move on, because once you start the batch, every video follows it. And quick note, every prompt you see me use in this video is down in the description, so you can copy them straight in and follow along step by step. So with the 3 nodes and 1 rough sentence, your character is locked. But one face on its own isn't 30 videos, and the next part is where you decide what every one of them actually is. So now you pull those prompts apart. This is the master step, and it's just a prompt node running into an LLM assistant. Again, the same 2 nodes as before. The only thing that changes is what you ask it for. Instead of one prompt, you get it to write all your prompts in a single pass, both the image prompts and the video prompts that go with them. So this is what I'll put into the prompt node. There are a couple of things in there that are doing the real work. I ask for 5 image prompts and 5 video prompts, and I make it number them. So image 1 goes with video 1, image 2 with video 2, all the way down. That numbering matters because in the next steps, each image has to match up with its own video, and if they're numbered from the start, nothing gets mixed up later. I also tell it not to re-describe the character and not to mention resolution or ratio. The character's look is already locked in the character sheet we wired earlier, and that reference is what keeps the face consistent, not the words in the prompt, so re-describing it just clutters things up. And notice there's no image or video node on this yet. This one call is only writing text, the whole list of prompts, and that list is what feeds the 2 steps coming up next. So I'll run that. What comes back is 5 numbered pairs, each one an image prompt for the start frame plus a video prompt, and the video prompts even include a short line for the character to say in the video. So one generation gives you every prompt for all your content, written and numbered, ready to split apart. But these are still just text in one block, and before any of them turn into a picture, you have to pull them out one at a time. So now you pull those prompts apart, and the trick is you never copy a single one by hand. First, add 5 new prompt nodes and LLM assistant nodes, 1 pair for each image. Then connect the master list from the last step to all 5 LLM assistant nodes. Next, connect each LLM assistant to its own prompt node. Each prompt node gets one job. In the first one, type, remake the first image prompt, and remove everything else. The second node is the same thing for the second prompt, the third for the third prompt, and so on through all 5, just changing the number each time. So each branch pulls out its own single image prompt and drops the rest. Then connect each LLM assistant to its own image node. And here's the important part. Wire the character sheet into the reference field on every single image node. That's what keeps the face identical across all 5 frames, because every image is generated off the same locked reference. The image nodes run on GPT image 2, and once all 5 branches are wired up, you select every image node at once and hit run, so all 5 start frames are generated together instead of one at a time. First up is the morning kitchen shot. The character looks consistent, and the warm kitchen setting makes the whole image feel natural and realistic. Second is him out on the city street, and this one's the best so far because his face looks really realistic and the background doesn't look weird. Third is talking to a camera camera while sitting on a couch. For this one, I don't really have anything to point out, it just looks pretty good, same as the last one. Fourth is the mirror selfie in the hotel room. In my opinion, this one looks pretty decent. And the last one is up on the rooftop at dusk. This one's easily my favorite because at this angle, the sun lights up the right side of his face and it looks really realistic. So in one run, you've got 5 clean start frames, all the same face. But these are still just some frozen images, so I'll have to bring them to life. This time you run the same move, except now it turns into actual video. It's the same fan out as the frames, 5 new prompt nodes wired to that same master list, except this time each one pulls a video prompt instead of an image prompt. The only thing that changes is where each branch ends. Instead of an image node, these run into a video node. In the model dropdown, I make sure Seedance 2 is selected. And remember, those video prompts already came with a short line for the character to say, so the script for each video is baked in from the master step, and you're not writing anything new here. Each video also starts from the matching frame you locked a second ago, so every video opens on the exact frame you already approved. Then it's the same finish as before. You select all 5 video nodes at once and hit run, and they all generate together. The first video is the kitchen one, where he picks up the coffee and starts talking.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today's going to be a good one. I've got a full day planned and you're coming with me.
In this one, the pause at the beginning makes sense because he's taking a sip, but what I really liked is the natural flow of his speech afterwards. This was by far the best one out of all we had today. Second is the city street.
Okay, so I actually had no idea this place existed, but we're going in. Trust me on this one.
Third is the couch, the talking head one.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now, so I figured, let's just do it.
Fourth is the mirror selfie in the hotel room.
Okay, I know how this looks, but hear me out. The room is actually insane. Come on, let me show you.
This laugh at the beginning sounds really artificial, but it's still better than the pauses we got before, so this one's clearly the best so far. Also, the movement looks very good when he starts walking away from the camera. And the last is the rooftop at dusk.
Days like this remind me why I actually do this. It never gets old.
So now you've got 5 full talking videos, same face throughout, straight from prompts you wrote in a single pass, but play them back to back. And there's one thing that gives them away instantly.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today's going to be a good one. I've got a full day planned and you're coming with me.
Okay, so I actually had no idea this place existed, but we're going in. Trust me on this one.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now, so I figured, let's just do it.
Okay, I know how this looks, but hear me out. The room is actually insane. Come on, let me show you.
Days like this remind me why I actually do this. It never gets old.
It's the voice, because each video generates its own audio, so no 2 of them actually sound like the same person. When Seedance generates each video, it also makes its own voice for it, and it's a different one every time. So even though the face is identical across all 5, the second you play them in a row, they don't match. One sounds one way, the next sounds completely different, and that instantly gives away that it isn't one real person. The fix is a node called Change Voice, and you'll find it under the audio group when you add a node. You run the output of each video into a Change Voice node, and it needs a source video connected before it'll run, so the video itself is the input. At the bottom of the node, there's a voice preset, and clicking it opens a whole grid of preset voices you can play and preview first. I picked the same one for every video, a male voice called Leo. So no matter what voice the video came out with on its own, Change Voice swaps it for Leo, the same voice on each one. I wire all 5 videos into their own Change Voice nodes, all pointing to that same Leo preset. Once everything's connected, I just hit generate on one of the Change Voice nodes, and the workflow automatically runs all 5 together.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today's going to be a good one. I've got a full day planned and you're coming with me. Okay, so I actually had no idea this place existed, but we're going in. Trust me on this one. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while now, so I figured, let's just do it. Okay, I know how this looks, but hear me out. The room is actually insane. Come on, let me show you. Days like this remind me why I actually do this. It never gets old.
And the one thing I have to point out is that in the hotel room video, the audio sounds a little flatter, but everything else sounds pretty clean. So now all 5 videos have the same face and the same voice. And what's most important, they finally sound like one consistent person. But 5 videos still isn't 30, and everything you've built so far was really just setting up the one move that makes the whole month happen at once. And this is the whole reason you built it as a pipeline in the first place. And each part we had to go through just once, because now that the pipeline exists, you can select the entire thing, every node from the first prompt to the last change voice, and copy the whole pipeline in one click. That copy is a fresh, identical pipeline you can reuse for anything. Say you want a completely different creator, you change one single thing, the very first prompt node, from a male influencer to a female influencer, then select the whole pipeline and run it, and you get a second person with their own 5 videos. And here's the part that actually gets you to 30. That master prompt node back at the start, the one that wrote 5 image and video prompts, you just change the number in it. So instead of asking for 5, you ask for 30. The master node now gives you 30 image prompts and 30 video prompts instead of 5. From there, you repeat the exact same workflow as before. Fan those prompts out into individual prompt nodes, connect them to image nodes to generate the 30 start frames, then repeat the process with video nodes, and finally generate the voiceovers. So the pipeline doesn't change at all. You're just scaling up the exact same process by changing a single number. That's really the whole thing. The hard part was wiring it up the first time, and you only ever do that once. After that, scaling from 5 videos to 30 is just a matter of changing one number and repeating the same workflow. Normally, you'd be jumping between a bunch of different tools and platforms just to pull this off, and it'd still take forever. But inside Higgsfield, you've got everything you need to run this whole process in one place. So sign up to Higgsfield with my link in the description and get your next 30 days of content done in advance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.